Dear children, welcome to Biology e-learning class, Lesson 1, Part 5. In our previous class, we learned about few cell organelles and their functions. Now today, let us learn more about the cell. Centrosome is another cell organelle and that is found only in animal cell. And the centriole that is present inside the centrosome helps in cell division. Lysosome is another cell organelle which contains digestive enzymes and this help in the destruction of foreign materials that enter into the cell. Plastid is a cell organelle which is seen only in plant cell and there are three types of plastid: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Children, you must have noticed the colored flowers and fruits, right? So that color is imparted by chromoplast, and chromoplast are of three types. The yellow colored chromoplast is xanthophyll, yellowish orange is carotene, and the red purple one is anthocyanin. The green colored part of plant is because of another pigment, that is the chloroplast, and the main function of chloroplast is photosynthesis. You must have also noticed when fruits ripen, the green color fruit changes to yellow color. Why? Because the chloroplast, which is green in color, changes to chromoplast, and also it becomes very sweet. Why? The starch is converted to sugar. Now the third type of plastid is the leucoplast. It is a colorless plastid, means there is no color for that, and it is seen in the cells where food materials are stored. So it doesn't have any color. Chloroplast is green in color, chromoplast is different color, and leucoplast is without any color. Next is the nucleus. Nucleus is known as the regulatory center of the cell because it regulates various activities of the cell. Now let us learn the parts of the nucleus one by one. Now the double layered membrane that covers the nucleus is the nuclear membrane. Now on the surface, can you see small pores are there? Those are the nuclear pores, and it is through this pore that the materials are conducted into and from the nucleus. Then the fluid inside the nucleus is known as the nucleoplasm. Then can you see a center spherical body? That body is known as the nucleolus, and it plays a major role in the synthesis of ribosome. Ribosome we have already learned, it is a cell organelle, and that ribosome is produced by this nucleolus. Then you can see thread-like structures. Those are the chromatin reticulum and they carry the genes. All organisms do not have nucleus inside the cell. For example, bacteria, cyanobacteria, mycoplasma, in these organisms nucleus are absent, so they are called as prokaryotes. And in some cells like cells of the amoeba, animal, plant, they have nucleus, and the nucleus is covered by a membrane. Those organisms are called as eukaryotes. Human beings are also eukaryotes. Now let us see what is the difference between a plant cell and an animal cell. In plant cell, cell wall is present, and in animal cell, they do not have cell wall. And some organelles like the plastid, large vacuoles can be seen only in a plant cell. Some organelles like the lysosome, centrosomes can be seen only in an animal cell, which is absent in a plant cell. Now look into this figure and compare the plant cell and animal cell. Can't you complete the illustration? So you know that in animal cell, lysosome, centrosomes can be seen. In plant cell, cell wall and plastids and large vacuoles can be seen. And what is common in both? That is written in the center, right? Organelles like cell membrane, mitochondrion, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome and cytoplasm can be seen in both plant and animal cells. Now we have come to the end of the lesson, and here we have a concept map related to the structure of animal cell. So look into that carefully and understand, and similarly you can prepare a concept map for plant cell also. Copy both in your biology notebook. See you in the next class with more information. Thank you.